Welcome back to the Put That on God podcast. I am your host, Jaden. Here I got with me
Eric.
Damo is back, baby.
Dion Riley, perfect.
Y'all already know what we do in this podcast. We just talk about some topics, different sports topics that we come up with ourselves. So let's get straight into it. Top 5 hands of all time. Who going first?
Gosh. Top 5 hands of all time. Oh my
Ooh.
gosh.
Let me take this one first.
That's that.
We gonna go number 1 to number 5, just because it was all spurted out. Number 1, Randy Moss. Number 2, Megatron, Calvin Johnson. Number 3, Jerry Rice. It's OG. Whoa, yeah. OG had hands. Number 4, good brother said this one when we was in the joke, but he's knowing of the knowledge. Larry Fitz. Come on. And number 5, I did somebody current that's already in the NFL that I think got the best hand. That's Devontae Adams.
Whoa.
Perfect.
So Devontae Adams has better hands than D-Hop.
In my opinion, yes. But D-Hop is on my list.
Perfect.
I'll be going next. Damo, I didn't hear you name this guy. I think it's just extremely disrespectful. Odell Beckham Jr.
Perfect.
Now, I'm not saying he's number 1 on my list, but he's 3 on mine. I got Randy Moss first. I feel like that's a given. Then I got Larry Fitz at my number 2. OBJ is my number 3. And another guy that's not talked about enough, in my opinion. My beloved Terrell Owens.
Put it on God. Terrell Owens has better hands than Calvin Johnson, bro.
And then number 5, I got Megatron. Thank you so much.
Whoa. Calvin Johnson behind T.O.?
Just put it on God. Put it on God.
Perfect.
I don't know.
I did that joint for strictly trolls. Megatron's number 4.
Oh, duck it.
Megatron's number 4 and T.O.'s number 5 on my list. I'm leaving guys alone.
Man, I go next. Number 1, Randy Moss. Number 2, Calvin Johnson. Number 3, Odell Beckham Jr.
Stole my list.
Number 4, Tony Gonzalez.
Oh, he did it. Okay.
Nah,
Stop hating. Stop hating.
I'm not worried about guys
Number
around here.
5, DeAndre Hopkins. Jerry Rice is not on my list. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. But it is what it is, bro. We talk about hands. Yeah, there it is. There's my hands, bro.
Perfect. It's up to you, Scotty.
Number 1, Randy Moss. Number 2, Jerry, obviously. Number 3, Larry.
Obviously.
Number 4, Calvin. I think I put Calvin at 4. And number 5, Odell. And DeAndre Hopkins is an honorable mention.
Whoa.
That list is solid. Are we going to do the ones currently in NFL, wide receivers and tight ends? We can do it together.
Oh, please let me go first. Please let me go.
Perfect.
Before you go, if Terry McLaurin is on that list, leave the chat immediately.
Well,
I'm ready for some blazing, bro. I'm prepared for
I'll be leaving the chat immediately. I'm going 5-1. Number 5, George Pickens. He only had 3 drops. He had 4 touchdowns, 52 receptions, 801 yards. His hands, he's been making crazy plays in practice as well. I got Pickens at 5. When it comes to straight hands, I got Pickens on 5. I'm glad I have Pickens at 5. 4, Terry McLaurin.
He's starting off hot already, son.
Eric, put that on God. None of that is off his most recent Dick Eat highlights.
Nah.
Put that on
Some
God.
of it is.
Remember,
I ain't gonna lie to you. Listen,
You
This
said
is
what?
tight ends and receivers.
You said what?
I have a
So
separate
are
list
we?
for tight ends,
Nah,
but
you got to combine.
none of the tight ends' hands are better than any of my five, so it doesn't matter regardless. So I'm not worried.
You're fine.
Like I
I
said,
can have two tight ends that's better than George Pickens hands wise, but I'll leave you alone.
4, Terry McLaurin. Nothing has to be said. He's him, and it's simple as that. It's simple as
George
that. I don't
Pickens
want
has
to hear
better
nothing.
hands than Terry McLaurin.
It doesn't, not in my opinion. Thank you so much. Number 3,
Got to take that.
Jamar Chase. Number 2, Stephon Diggs. Number 1, Mr. Jefferson himself. Thank you. Thank you very much.
What? No,
Nah,
no.
Devontae's not on my
I,
list.
I, I
Nah,
really
he's
have to
not.
say this. Why do guys keep saying, "Oh, it's my opinion," and their opinion is not fact driven at all? It's dick eat driven. Like I'm just, I just can't, I can't do it.
Find the
I can't
Dickie for me.
fathom it.
Find the Dickie for me. Let's discuss it.
Terry
You
McLaurin at
know it.
number 4.
How?
Devontae Adams isn't even on your list. D Hop's not on your list. Michael Thomas is not on your list. What
D
are you?
Hop. Hey man, if it was prime D Hop, I would help you. If it was prime D Hop, I could help you, but right now I can't. Terry McLaurin, he's been overperforming with worse quarterbacks than everybody else on this list. So I'm taking him. I've seen him play. I know him. Only 3
So,
drops. He
I'll
had
go.
5 touchdowns, 77 receptions. He played ball.
He said he knows him.
so perfect. Before we
In
even
my heart, I
continue,
do.
I guess we go separate list for tight ends and wide receivers. I'm assuming that
Yeah, I
separate
did.
list for tight ends. Anybody want to go next, or should I go next?
Take it
Go
away,
ahead.
Brody.
Go
Perfect.
ahead, Jay.
Number 4, we're talking about hands. Number 5, Amari Cooper. Number 4. What are you making your face like that for? Number 4, Stephon Diggs. Number 3, DeAndre Hopkins. Number 2, Devontae Adams. And number 1, because Justin Jefferson has been performing so well, I'll give him Justin Jefferson. I'm not putting OBJ on my list. And mind you, Eric, last episode you said OBJ is the number 1 receiver, and he was not on your list for best hands in the NFL.
Just
So,
because he's a number 1 receiver on a team doesn't make him a top 5 hands in the NFL. I don't know why you said that. That was extremely nuts of you. Anyway, somebody go. Piss me off in these
sorry,
He
streets.
go, he go
I,
try.
I said that because he's supposed to be this almighty guy that's supposed to elevate Lamar Jackson. He's not even on your list for best hands, and he arguably has the best hands in the NFL. But I'm not putting OBJ on my list because he has not been healthy. But somebody else take it away.
Why did you
I'll
say that?
start off. I'll just go next because it's just extremely disrespectful that this guy wasn't on anybody's current list either. At number 5, he arguably could have the potential to be number 1 on this list. Keenan Allen's my number 5. Very disrespected. And then at my number 4,
The loser, bro.
Mike Evans is my number 4. Number 3, Stephon Diggs. And then number 2, I got D Hop. And at number 1, Devontae Adams. Is it decade driven? Maybe. I guess the world may never know. Damo, moving on.
He gonna call niggas. He gonna call people out for
So,
dick eating and then go turn around and do it and has no problem with it. Nah. I can't. I can't. Go ahead.
so
At
I'm
number
guessing.
5,
Perfect. Go ahead.
at number 5, I got Stephon Diggs. At number 4, I have Mike Evans. At
Perfect.
number 3, I got D Hop. At number 2, respect Justin Jefferson. And at number 1, how dare you, E, not put the number 1 receiver on your list? He's arguably the top 2. And he's not on your list for best hands. I was crazy about you, brother, but that's all love. Devontae Adams.
Keep blowing him off, Noma.
Now, Eric. Eric, out of all those guys we named, you still are really going to sit here and tell me that Terry McLaurin is 4 on your list.
And to second that, put it on God. Put it on God that Terry McLaurin is a top 5 wide receiver hands wise in the NFL. Put that on God.
If I put him on my list, obviously on God, I believe it. I don't know why you asked me that question. I don't know why you asked me that. Second, the only reason I ain't put D Hop on my list is because I'm not sure how he's gonna look this season. Like if it was prime D Hop after he had that season where he didn't drop a pass, I would have put him on my list for sure. I would have taken Pickens off, but that's why he's not on my list. Of course I see D Hop. I
He's
mean,
just
no
on your
hands
list.
for hands wise, and hands for hands wise. I just think I'm taking Terry over Devontae, hands for hands. Now, when you talk about route running and all things included, obviously Devontae's a better receiver with all things included. But just hands, I'm taking my guy Terry McLaurin. Is it off Dickey?
You're
It
so
might
Oh
be.
God,
It might
put
be.
put
It
that
might be. It
put
might
that
be.
on God.
he can't
Put
he
that
can't
on
do that. He can't do
put
it, bro.
that on God.
He can't do it, bro.
I mean,
Stop. Stop. No, stop. Put that
Eric,
on put that on
nah.
God, bro.
Out
Put
of
what on
Terry
God?
McLaurin's 4 years in the league, what has he shown you to make you believe that he has better hands than Mike Evans or even Keenan Allen? And Keenan Allen's old as dirt.
Forget that. He said Devontae Adams.
Damo, he's hurting himself enough saying that. I'm not going to touch on that.
Listen,
Everybody in the
listen,
whole wide world
listen,
knows he's hurting
listen,
himself.
listen. I've seen Terry McLaurin with mediocre quarterbacks do decent.
what does that have to
Decent to
do with
great numbers.
hands, bro?
He has to catch the ball
What
with
does
mediocre quarterbacks. They're not even putting it in the correct place. He's just going up and getting it because he's him. I keep trying to tell y'all. No problem. That's why I put him on my top
Damn.
5 list. And I'm sticking to it. And I'm standing on it. You see my guy. And he's going to come out and give you another 1,000-yard season. Again. With a new starting
bro?
quarterback. Again. That nobody
Perfect. So we
told.
Nobody
want to talk
said
Again.
perfect. I'm okay. The Terry McLaurin, I know who you are, but name all those wide receivers, and still, it's so concerning that George Pickens is on your list.
it's very concerning.
He's been
That's
making
so
some crazy
concerning.
catches, man. What can I say?
You're going off of Kev.
Those crazy catches is defining best hands.
And he only had 3 drops this season. He had less drops than
Wow.
Justin Jefferson's. He had less drops
With how many
than
targets, Eric?
Diggs, and
With
he
how
had
many
less drops than
targets?
Jamar Chase. You said what?
With how
They
many car-
had way more targets. What?
Oh
Less
my
drops
gosh, he's hurting
with the worst
himself.
quarterback. Less drops with the worst quarterback. This is my list. We agree to disagree, but that's how I list. That's how I feel for real. All
I'll
Please,
jokes
let's
save
aside.
you
move
from
on to
yourself.
Titans.
I'll save you from yourself. Tight ends, Eric. Since
Titans.
go ahead, and start it off, bro.
Um,
We gonna reverse. We gonna no. We gonna reverse. We gonna reverse. I'm gonna
First,
go
we gotta
first. I'm
take a
gonna go
break
first.
off, Eric.
Number five. Number 5. I got your guy, Jaden Darren Waller. Even though he was in number 4, T.J. Hawkinson from the Vikings.
I'll leave it alone.
Number 3. I feel like we all should have the top 3. It should be no debate. But number 3, George Kittle. Number
ooh,
2, Mark Andrews, and I'm pretty sure we all had the same number 1, Travis Kelce, the best tight
Kittle
end in
at
the
3
league.
is low.
I mean, it's between him or Mark Andrews, and I'm taking Mark Andrews.
That's cool. Dion, you next, bro.
So perfect. At number 5, you know, I got guys might hate me for saying this, but I seen him back in his New York Giant days, and he may not be the same, but I love a guy like Evan Ingram. He's so talented.
Sorry, that's a lie on guy because Evan Ingram is known for dropping passes, and I'm a Giants. Nah, somebody get this dude off this check, bro.
Evan Ingram.
is
Evan
known for
Ingram.
dropping passes.
And then
I can't
at
do it,
number
bro.
4, I got Dawson Knox.
Nah, you're an idiot, bro.
Nah, bro. He
No,
trolling. Nah,
stop
cause
trolling. I'm leaving Evan Ingram up there. I've seen him make some crazy catches, but yeah, thank you so much. But
Dawson
you know,
Knox.
Bro, you don't know what you're talking about. Just come back to you.
number 4, Dallas Goldberg.
Well, that's crazy. That's crazy.
Dallas Goldberg.
Okay.
Perfect. And then I got the same top 3. Nobody cares about anybody else outside of the top 3 anyway. What the hell?
Sorry. I care.
Perfect. So you go next then, hotshot.
Perfect. Number 5. Y'all can give me fluff. But when he was with the Eagles, he was so ridiculous. Zach Ertz. At number 5. He plays for the Cardinals now. Zach Ertz. Number 5. Number 4. I'm sorry. Number 4. Number 4. Go ahead, give me my guy, Darren Waller. Darren Waller's my dog. Known personally. Number 3. Number 3, Mark Andrews, then George Kittle, then Travis Kelce. That's how I'm finna do it.
Whoa, Eric. Technical difficulties?
Yeah, technical difficulties.
Well,
Go
I
ahead,
didn't hear
Eric. You next,
Dallas.
buddy.
Hope Dallas Goldberg's on your list, buddy.
Well, number 5, Mark Andrews. 4, Evan Ingram.
Hey, whoa. Whoa, whoa,
You are
whoa,
getting clipped up, bruh. You are going to get
whoa,
clipped up.
whoa. 5?
What I do?
5?
Yeah, 5. Yeah, Mark Andrews at 5. Evan Ingram, 4. T.J. Hawkinson, 3. George Kittle, 2. Travis Kelce, number 1.
TJ Hawkinson at number 3.
Yep.
Best hands.
914 yards, 86 receptions, 6 touchdowns. He did all right. I like him. I like him at 3.
Put that on guy that TJ Hawkinson has a top 3 hand tight end in the league. And put it on, matter of fact, scratch that. Put it on God that TJ Hawkinson has better hands than Mark Andrews. Put that on God.
On God, I put T.J. Hawkinson above Mark Andrews on my list. On God, I did that.
Week after week, bro. It's week after week with you.
I'm only here to help.
Moving on. I can't lose any more brain cells on Eric. Top 3 defense in the NFL going into next season.
Nah, I want to hear Eric start with this one. I got to hear him. I just know
It
it's
ain't
something
gonna
else.
be nothing. Philadelphia Eagles 1, San Francisco 2, New York Jets 3.
New York Jets.
You
Nah.
got anything to argue with now? Like,
And
what do
that
we
has
think?
nothing to do with Sauce Gardner glazing.
It's not even Sauce Gardner glazing. The New York Jets gave up 18 points per game last season, so I don't know why you said that to me. But
He's
leave
not
me
on my
alone.
he's not on my list, but I guess I'm leaving you alone.
Yeah, you should.
Anybody next, or do you want me?
I'll go next. I don't think it's that hard. I'll be taking San Francisco at number 1. Then at number 2, I'll be taking the Dallas Cowboys. I don't know why he didn't name them, but that's just extremely ridiculous. And then last, just a hot take. Maybe it's Dicky, maybe it's not. The LA Rams. I still got a lot of faith in them.
Bruh.
They're gonna tell me I'm dick eating. Then he's gonna come on this joint and say the LA Rams are a top 3 defense. They just lost their best corner.
Sorry,
That's
Brody. They still
and
got
no
Aaron
one has
Donald.
a problem with this. You both are sitting here quiet. You're gonna
Nah,
They
leave him alone.
still, they still got
I'm
Aaron
in
Donald.
bruh.
Oh no! I wanted to say my statement first. I wanted to say mine first.
They still got Aaron Donald. Takes the whole line to block just him.
You're
Let me
Yeah, that
guess,
was
and this has
funny.
nothing to
That
do with you being a former lineman. An
Oh, it
awful
does. Sorry, Brody. Ranked 30th in the state of Maryland. Do your homework.
so
Do your homework.
stop it. You know the Rams will not have a better defense than the Eagles, the
I can't be worried
Cowboys,
about people like
nor
you.
the Jets. That's my top 3.
Perfect. I got the 49ers. Then I got the Eagles. And then I got Cowboys. I go with the Cowboys, bro. I'm
Perfect.
sorry, Jets haven't shown me enough. That fluke season you did last year, not enough for me.
So their defense was fluke, is what you telling me?
I just
They
haven't
had
seen
no
enough.
offense and were still in games.
I
The
just
And
haven't.
Jets
they
didn't
had
show him anything, but the Cowboys defense showed him something.
I just haven't seen
whoa,
enough.
whoa, whoa! Don't disrespect the Cowboys because the Cowboys got the most pass rush in the NFL. So you can't
And
don't
you
even do
that
that.
line, and then you see
They
those corners and safeties.
Have the most sacks, but okay, yes.
Oh my gosh.
and the most quarterback pressures.
Did they have the most sacks?
No, they didn't have the most
Oh, okay.
sacks, but
Okay.
they what?
Was at
But
the
they
49ers.
were still top three though.
I'm not
They
worried
were still
about
top
Eric.
three.
I really
But
want to know why the Rams is on somebody's list.
Because he is a dick eater. You know him.
yeah, you got it. You got it. You want to switch that jump, or you really sticking with the Rams? Because you know it's like
Uh,
three other more defenses that's plenty more defense that's better than the Rams
I'm
right now.
taking the Patriots defense over the Rams.
Put that on
Yeah,
God.
put that on God. I'm taking the Patriots defense over the Rams. On God, I tell you for on God. You're crazy. You're crazy if you don't think that.
Eric, are you taking him as well?
That makes three of us, man. I can't lie to you.
No, put it put it on God. That's your own opinion, and not peer pressure from me and Damo.
Nah, honestly, I think I'd take the Patriots over the Rams. I don't.
He did put it on God.
Did he not?
On God, I would. On God, I take them over them.
It's a crazy take.
On God, I take the Patriots over the Rams. Defensively, yeah. Name three guys you genuinely believe in.
Sorry,
Cause
buddy. It was just trolls for Aaron Donald. But at the end of the day, I'm
so
going to
just
put the
Dickey.
Eagles in that spot.
Perfect. He
Sorry,
said he
buddy.
put the Eagles. He corrected his answer. I'm leaving him alone. Top 3 youngest scores in the NBA
Oh my
going into
God.
next season. Who's going
Mm.
first? Because I'll go
I
first.
started.
Perfect. Go ahead.
I started off first. At number three. Now y'all, I know y'all gonna get on me, and it's cool, but I got some type of belief. Number three is the Hawks.
Leaving that alone.
Number two, they stunk it up against your freaking Knicks, but I don't see that happening again. So I'm going with Cleveland Cavaliers. And number one, in my opinion, I think it's obvious that they're only on the upscale from this point on after having their season, and that's the Sacramento Kings.
Perfect.
Yeah, why I didn't hear any. That's a solid list. I'll leave you alone, bro. Solid list. Who's next?
I'll be going next. The way I did my list, I did it from the standpoint of where do I see these teams in the next 5 years if they're making a jump or not. At number three, I got the Houston Rockets. They got too much talent not to be good. It'll break my heart if all that talent doesn't come together and
Crazy
take
statement.
off.
Crazy statement.
How's that crazy?
Go break your heart.
Yeah, it is, Brody. Got a lot of guys on that team that I've been watching since high school, and I hope they play good. But number two, the New Orleans Pelicans. They all stay healthy and they all stay together. Western Conference Finals at the least, in my opinion. And I could put that on God. I believe that.
How old is
Who's
Zion? 23? 24?
yeah, Birdie? Who's stopping Zion? Who's stopping Brandon Ingram?
Oh, Brandon
Trey
Ingram
Murphy.
stopping himself. He's disappeared in the World Cup. He's the oldest player in that joint.
Sorry, Birdie. It's too much pressure playing in the Philippines and things of that nature. Got a lot of fans shouting at you in a different language.
Let me
That
guess.
can mess with the mental.
Let me guess. Jose Alvarado is some nah. The,
Nah, sorry, Brody. You didn't even let me finish. They still got young piece like Trey Murphy, who's on the come up. Well, I actually think is probably gonna have a breakout season. Herb Jones, future defensive team.
with no bag. Yeah,
Sorry, Brody.
Herb Jones has
He
no
does.
bag.
Why does he need a bag if he's playing on a team with C.J. McCollum, Brandon Ingram, and Zion? He just needs to play great defense and get in the corner and spot up. But anyways, at my number one spot, who I think will be the best out of all of these teams probably in the next 5 years, the Oklahoma City Thunder. And I don't think I need to explain. They're getting Chet back, and they were just in a play-in tournament. Wow.
Leaving that alone.
Moving.
I'll go next. At number 3, I know this is kind of contradicting, but the young talent is there. The San Antonio Spurs at number 3. You got Victor.
Hell no.
You got Victor. Perfect. Victor. Let's leave Victor alone. You got Devin Vassell. You got Jeremy Socon, Malachi Branham, Keldon Johnson. Like that.
You don't have any respect for any of those guys except for Keldon Johnson.
Sorry,
you
bro.
said Devin Vassell stinks. You said Victor Wembanyama is going to be a bust. What are you talking about?
I said it was going to be contradicting, but upon further research, that young core, that's probably one of the youngest teams in the NBA. Top 5 youngest teams. Being coached by the great coach Popovich. I believe that they can really do some things and make some noise in the next 5 years. And moving on. Number 2, the Indiana Pacers. No, I'm not going to put Houston on my list. I'm going to put the Pacers on my list.
Besides Halliburton and Mathurin, who else do you believe in?
Jarvis Walker, Bree. Perfect. Andrew Nembhard. Solid player. And I've been watching him.
I won't do it with him.
Moving on, number 1. OKC Thunder, bro. I mean, nothing to really argue. So. Sorry, Brody. I really believe the OKC Thunder can be a play-in team, 8th seed, 7th seed, maybe 6th.
Maybe 6th.
He's trolling.
Eric, go ahead, Brody.
Number 3. I know I'm gonna get some hate for this and some heat for this, but it's okay.
Come on,
Number
hurt
3,
yourself. Hurt yourself.
New York Knicks. Listen, I base mine off what I think for next season. So number 3, New York Knicks.
You based it off Dickies.
I hate the Knicks. I hate them.
Perfect. Who on that team is young that you believe has a future? I'll feed into it.
Well, Jalen Brunson's been hooping. I don't see him slowing down anytime soon.
Jalen Brunson, 30.
Well, I'm not just him.
Bro.
Julius Randle, RJ Barrett for sure.
Julius Randle, you were
Barrett.
hating on him.
I was. For playoff purposes, I don't trust Julius Randle. Like, I'll still stand on that. He stinks in the playoffs. You're never gonna get me to not admit that. He stinks in the playoffs. You hear me, Julius? You stink in the playoffs. You stink.
He gonna knock you out. You better stop.
He needs to make a jumper before he talk about knocking people out.
Talking about young courses, guys naming guys 25 plus, 26 plus actually.
Hey man, 26. That's not. You're trying to make it seem like they're old. They're still young.
He's 4 years away from 30.
I believe RJ Barrett. I believe in RJ Barrett. He'll get better and better. I've definitely hated on this guy in the past, but just for defensive purposes.
Don't say Josh Hart. He is not a young player.
This guy doesn't know what he's talking about.
I wasn't gonna say Josh Hart. On God,
Put that on God.
On God, I wasn't gonna say Josh Hart.
Come on with the Mitchell Robinson dickhead, because me and you were sitting there hating on him. Come on.
I said I hated on him in the past, but Mitchell Robinson, just for rim protection purposes, I believe in him too. I think they'll be a playoff team again. I think they might win a playoff series again. In the second series, it depends on who they play.
We're going to the Eastern Conference Finals, but that's a conversation for another video.
Anyway, number 2.
Put that on God, you believe that.
Oh God, I believe that.
Just tally it up. That's all I wanted.
Sorry, I believe that. Where we went to the semifinals last year, we can't win one more playoff series. I'm not worried about you, bro.
Not worried about you, boy. It's crazy word. You know, Dad gonna will the Knicks in second round and done. Stop.
Watch. Just mark my words.
Number 2, I definitely believe And the Oklahoma City Thunder, I feel like they'll make the playoffs next year, all healthy. I think they'll definitely make the playoffs next year. They probably won't really make no noise, but I think they'll make the playoffs next year, and that's another step. And number one, Sacramento, for obvious reasons.
So
I
whoa,
know,
I have
I
Houston.
know, I know Wardell took them out last year and stuff like I said he would, but this year's a different year, and I think they'll be better.
Go say Wardell. It's nasty.
Well, y'all said I was wrong, and then Wardell proved me right. So simple.
Okay, I just want to ask you just a hypothetical question because I was thinking about them because I see you and Dion and Jaden, y'all really took the young route. So, how y'all feel about the Pistons in the next 5 years?
They were on my list. On God, they were.
They're
Because I
They
stuck.
didn't
believe
cross my mind.
this is a hot take. I think the Detroit Pistons have a better record than the San Antonio Spurs this year.
I'm leaving that alone.
Uh, I just don't know. They don't know what they're doing. They just picked up Monty Williams scraps because he couldn't get the job done with super teams. They have what? Four big
That,
men? They have four big men, and three out of the four were top 5 lottery picks.
Sorry, they're bringing that big NBA back in style.
Yeah. I bet. They just got a SAR. Okay, perfect, cool. Cade's filled. He just blew his shins off. Jaden Ivey, I really don't see what he's going to do in that system, and they still got Bogdanovich on that joint started. Where is that joint? Like, where is that fucking organization going, man? Serious.
bro, you know they still in revamp mode. We know
They're
that.
gonna keep
We know that
revamping.
they're in revamp mode. But we
They
talk
got
about
the
five
great
years. They got five
They got
years.
who?
I think
Monty Williams, buddy. Phoenix Sun legend.
Stop harming yourself, bro. Stop.
I don't know. I think in 5 years the Detroit Pistons will be better than the San Antonio Spurs for sure. And I
I
think
don't know, man.
and I'm gonna be honest. Another hot take. I think the Houston Rockets in the next 5 years will be somewhere close to the OKC Thunder.
I'll leave
Might
that
even be
alone.
better.
I'll leave it alone. That's Sengun. Houston Rockets is on my list too, but I thought everybody was gonna say him, so I didn't include him. But Houston Rockets is a scary team.
If I would have known we was going by that, they would have been on my list. But I went by young players going into this year, young core going to this year.
Perfect. Everybody done. I got a segment that I did not tell y'all about. This is just a segment just for funds. It's called Who is the Closest Comparison? I'm going to name an NBA player, and you give me the closest comparison to him. Old, like a older, maybe more so older or current. But I'm going to try to name some young players. All right.
Perfect.
I'm going to start off. Luka Doncic.
I see James Harden.
Oh.
And I think of Luke. I think James Harden. I know a lot of guys say Larry Bird. I don't see it at all.
Yeah, I seen that bull.
I don't
That
see
jump
it at
was
all.
disgraceful. Larry Bird,
Yeah,
that was so crazy. It didn't make no sense. I never seen no comparison with Luca and Bird. But go ahead, finish,
I don't
Dion.
get it.
That was crazy though.
Yeah, I'd just say James Harden. There's not really anybody else you can compare to him.
I'm
I
about
say
to
Paul
say,
George. It's not crazy. How is that crazy? You're just missing the defense. That's not crazy. He's a big guard that can handle the ball, shoot the rock, has a 3-level scoring game. He just cannot play as good as defense as Paul
You
George.
smoke? Did you like smoke before you come on this one?
How
Something
is that crazy? Damo, Eric, please let me
so
know if that's a crazy comparison.
that is
I feel like
ridiculous.
I believe it's a crazy comparison.
It's a little
That is
crazy.
ridiculous. You
I
just
feel like
said
it's a crazy
you're
comparison.
comparing a 6'9" two-way wing to a 6'7" oversized point guard that can
And
facilitate,
and
rebound, and
Sorry,
score. I don't get it.
PG don't even have the ball in his hand. I mean, he been running point, yes, for these last couple of years, but he doesn't hold the ball as much as Luca does. Luca really orchestrates that whole offense. PG doesn't do that.
Sorry.
Don't hurt yourself.
I'm looking at play styles and skill, like just basically the skill
That's
of the
it.
player.
They
Oh,
play
and it's
nothing
no. It's
alike.
everybody say it's no. I promise you, this is not Diggy, but that is literally the best comparison for Luca is James Harden.
Perfect. I guess
That's
I'm
tough.
on. I'll take
ISO
that on the
ball
chin.
type of the key. That's why we keep saying Luca ain't gonna win because he ain't go. He can't do it. We seen James Harden already try to do it. It hasn't happened. It hasn't happened. So I
Perfect.
would go with Luke. I would go James Harden too. All
Eric,
digging
who you
aside.
going with?
Jones.
I can't really think of nobody else. I will be. I ain't gonna be wild. I was gonna be wild and try to, cause so I won't Diggy. I was gonna say Magic Johnson, but I felt like it was really kind of crazy. But I was just going off the simple fact of size.
I was going.
I was just going off the simple fact of size, and then rebound and then assist.
I was
Magic
going to
Johnson did
say.
that.
I
It's
was
just the
going
scoring.
to say Steve. I was going to say Steve, but Steve Nash. But he scores. Lucas scores at a way higher clip, and they don't exactly play the same. They just both have great passing ability. So I think the best. Dion was right when you say James Harden, Dion was right about that.
All right, bet. Anthony Edwards.
Huh. I say D
Mm.
Wade.
D Wade. D Wade
I think
solid.
he's explosive. I think he's explosive and he could shoot the mid range and stuff. Yeah, I would say D Wade. That's what I would compare him to.
Mm.
I'm about to geek up. I'll let somebody go.
Nah,
I'm about
please.
to, yeah, you gotta go real quick, Jaden. That's a good. I should go.
Michael Jordan. Joke. Joke. I'm gonna have to go. I'm gonna have to. I seen that Michael Jordan BS on Twitter. That's why I said that. But I'm gonna have to go Gilbert Arenas.
Hmm.
That's who I'm gonna go with. Anthony Edwards.
Interesting. It's
Mm.
a tough one.
That's what I'm saying. I only really got 3 years, my man. So it's like, who can I really?
Mm.
Oh, got the guy stumped.
If I gotta
Nah,
say
this.
one player, if I would say one player to compare him to, I'd probably say a younger Brandon Roy in his prime. Because, Brandon Roy had that 3-point shot, mid range, and he can fly and bang on you. I wouldn't really want to say Dwayne Wade because Dwayne Wade's more in the mid range, and Dwayne Wade plays at a faster pace, and he plays better defense. So I could say Dwayne Wade, but I'm leaning more towards a prime Brandon Roy if I think
Uh,
of Anthony
I
Edwards.
finally, I finally thought of one. Jason Richardson.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my
Not
god,
a
basketball historian.
Jason Richardson. That's athletic ability. You know, they really both don't. They really both don't got a shot for real yet. Anthony Edwards, his is going to develop. And oh my God, hold on, my bad. I gotta cut this real quick. Jada, did you see Team USA's game? And how much did they win by?
Perfect. That's the only game that they won by less than double digit. That's the only game. I
I'm
was
leaving
watching
you
that, John. I
alone.
was like, man.
Leave me alone. But I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go with Jason Richardson. I feel like that's my best comparable, based off the athletic ability for sure. Yeah,
All
Jason
right, that's
Richardson.
two. I give you three more. I'm surprised somebody didn't say this other guy for Anthony Edwards, but Donovan Mitchell. Who you compare him to?
I mean, but they both in the league. Donovan Mitchell.
Donovan Mitchell. What I'm doing for cousin.
See, the guy I want to compare. Jeez. Because I want to give Donovan Mitchell D Wade, but I already gave.
That's who I'm giving D Wade.
That was about to say.
Yeah. Nah, that was dumb of me.
The
Man.
shame. Now that one for sure,
Jeez.
because they definitely play at the same pace. Now, I think of course Dwayne Wade was faster, but they definitely play at the same pace for sure. I think Donovan Mitchell just branched out and shoots more threes than Dwayne Wade. D Wade more did middies. But I think attacking the rim wise, definitely the best comparison.
Yeah, I'd have to agree with D Wade. Don't see Donovan Mitchell playing like anybody else.
D
Yes,
Wade. D
D
Wade's
Wade
across
for
the
me too.
board.
Yeah.
Next person is Tyrese Halliburton. Player comparison.
Jesus. Damn.
Perfect. I'm gonna say I can see him being like a bigger Jason Kidd if he implements defense into his game. I mean, he's already got the shot. He's already got the passing. I believe he has a high IQ as well. So once he gets that defense, I'll say Jason Kidd.
I'm gonna say a little bit quicker version of Deron Williams. That's what I'm gonna say. God.
It's lost. Just lost. Lost. Could
I'm a,
play nothing alike. He's lost. He's lost.
Sorry. They both handle the ball well. They both can shoot, and they both can pass and facilitate.
Yeah, that's every point guard, Brody. Good, great explanation.
I give you
I'm a,
another person, Steve Nash.
I'm leaving him alone. I won't hate.
I'm gonna go a different route. I'm gonna go a little older school. I said Penny Hardaway. I did Penny Hardaway just because they like the same size built, lanky, but then also Tyrese Halliburton, he can control the game. Penny Hardaway could do that. He already showed that he can shoot. He had average double digit assists. People was talking about Tyrese Halliburton almost being an all-star this year. He keeps that up. You know, that's a future real good guard for the Pacers. But I'm gonna go with Penny Hardaway. I think Bill size. I think they have quite similar games. I respect Penny Hardaway's better though.
Eric?
I don't know. I'm stumped. Don't.
That is a hard one though.
Yeah, that's a real. Jeez. I go
Perfect.
This go piss somebody off. Peja Stojakovic.
What? Nah, it
I
doesn't
knew
even
it
make
not
any.
to get him.
Don't even make sense. It doesn't even make sense to entertain that. Moving on. Let him
That
hurt
was
himself.
clear trolls, clear trolls, clear trolls, clear trolls,
He gets to pay. Nah.
clear trolls,
Doesn't
clear
make
trolls,
any
clear trolls,
sense.
clear trolls. We putting the
He
T on
got
that
him
jump.
again. Yeah.
Clear trolls, clear trolls, clear trolls, clear trolls,
Hurt yourself.
clear trolls, clear
That's getting
trolls.
clipped, my dude. That's getting clipped.
Remember,
Last
make
one.
sure to clip D off.
Hurt yourself.
Bro, please say clear trolls.
Yeah, no,
Clear
no, no.
trolls.
I was wildly trolling you too.
Perfect. So say your player.
I really
He's not
don't.
trolling.
He doesn't know to say you don't know. Move on,
I
bro.
really don't. Like, I'm really
Perfect.
stumped. I said I was stumped.
Leaving you alone. Last player we got Shy Gilgis Alexander.
Mm.
Sorry, Brody. It's Shay. Put some respect on his name.
My fault. Shay Gilgis.
His game's
Nah. That's the guy I would give a Penny Hardaway.
Yeah, I was gonna say that, but I'm trying to think of another one since Dom already said Penny Hardaway.
dang. That's a good one.
3 level score. Fiend nigga.
He's real.
Uh I probably I might have to go Penny Hardaway. I would geek up and say somebody like Steve Francis, just for fiend purposes.
I say Penny.
But
I'd say Penny Hardaway or sneaky joint a rich man's. And when I say rich, I mean a wealthy man's Sean Livingston.
Yeah,
God.
that's a good name. I
Oh,
Sean
definitely, I definitely say just because of how smooth he is, I'll say Penny.
Sean Livingston played
Mm.
that one. Damo, you got anybody?
That's what I'm saying. This one hard. Because SGA, nah, brother man too smooth. I ain't got no one. If I
oh my
I'm,
God.
He got no one.
Paul
Dang.
George.
Well, who PG compared to?
Nah, sorry. I heard guys say SJ plays like Paul George because they're both smooth.
That's not bad. Not a bad pick.
Bruh. Don't make me curse on this podcast, bro.
Yeah,
I move
yeah. I'm stuck on that one. Yeah, I got that one. I
perfect.
didn't think of
Moving
SJ.
on to our last segment. It is cut one defender. I'm gonna throw 4 names out, and you're gonna tell me the defender you're cutting. Be cool with that?
Let's
Cool.
do
Nah,
it.
I'm not.
Point guard. You got Drew Holiday, number 1. Patrick Beverly, number 2. Marcus Smart, number 3, and then Alex Caruso. Who are you cutting?
Oh my gosh. I'll be going first. You know, guys might get on my ass for this, but I don't care if it was the defensive player of the year a few years ago. I'm getting him out of here. I'd rather have Alex Caruso playing defense on my point guard than Marcus Smart. Marcus Smart, yeah, he dives on the ground for loose balls. Yeah, he may get a few lane steals, but who does he really stay in front of? Who is he really locking up? Like we see Drew Holiday or Pat Bev, where Caruso actually do. I don't see it. Yeah, Marcus Smart's active, but actually buckling down seatbelt? Nah, sorry. I'm not taking him. He's cut.
I actually agree. I think I take Alex Caruso's hands in a passing lane and actually being an on ball defender. I take Alex Caruso over Marcus. I think your first two, of course, Pat Bev, Drew was gonna make the cut just solely off their defensive rating, and
I
then
thought he was about to say Biggie.
chill, nah. but I'm definitely taking Alex Caruso over Marcus Smart.
I don't agree. I am cutting Alex Caruso. I like Marcus Smart's physicality. I like his motor on the defensive end, and he's physical enough to guard 1 through 4, maybe. Alex Caruso is not physical enough to do that. And
Alex Caruso might be.
Marcus Smart is like a free safety type guy like Draymond Green when it comes to that defensive end. So I might have to cut Caruso. I'm sorry. I apologize.
You want me to? You make me want to disagree with you so badly, but I can't. Bro. As much as I hate Marcus Smart, I gotta cut Caruso, man.
I'm cutting Caruso, bro. I'm sorry.
I'm cutting Caruso. Yeah.
Hey,
I just gotta ask you a quick question. You said he could guard 1 through 4. When have you seen that?
Yeah, I seen Marcus Smart. I really seen him on the switches, especially against that Warriors. I seen him on those switches when he was playing against those Warriors. When he was playing against those Bucks, he was guarding a little bit of a Chris Middleton type player. He guards a little bit of a Jason Tatum type player. Marcus Smart is real filled, and I like that about him.
He's filled and he's not stronger than Caruso.
Put that on God, bro.
I ain't gonna.
That I believe Caruso is stronger
I
than
don't think
Marcus
I
so.
Smart.
don't want to hear I
I don't
believe that.
think. I say I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't think he's
Sorry,
stronger.
Brody. Just because he's a little bit more stocky and filled doesn't mean anything.
You're crazy, bro.
It
You're
makes a
crazy.
difference. That
I'm
makes a
not worried.
difference.
Why do you think he's always wearing that undershirt? He's hiding something.
Sorry, brother. He's brolic.
No, he's not.
Marcus Smart is more brolic than Alex Caruso. That's not even a discussion to be
Put that
on
Put
God.
on
on
God.
God.
On
You
God,
said what?
on God, Marcus Smart is more brolic than Alex Caruso. And you can pull up any picture you want. I'll pull up pictures too.
Hey
Go
Dion.
ahead, pull up.
Hey
Pull up.
I'll
Dion.
pull up
Go
Marcus
ahead.
Smart.
Count
I'll
it.
pull up
Count
Marcus
it.
Smart.
Go ahead.
You
Count it.
pull up Alex Caruso. Bro, it's not even a discussion to be had.
Nah, y'all lied on God. Oh my gosh,
He took some y'all lad.
he's brolic. Oh my gosh.
Bro, get out of here.
Nah, y'all hurt yourselves, bro. And this is him on the Lakers. Nah,
Get out of here, bro.
self harm.
Nah, I'm actually not. Marcus Smart is way more brolic. I'm about to get you a picture right now.
Self harm, bro.
He put this right on God too.
Self harm. Oh, was taking you that long?
Sorry, buddy. Not finding good enough pictures for him.
Cause he's
While he
good.
finding that picture, the next one was shooting guards.
Oh my
You
god.
got cutting DeJounte Murray, Paul George, Matisse Thybulle, or Jalen Brown. Since I just started it off, I'm gonna just tell you who I'm cutting. I'm cutting Jalen Brown.
I might be cutting, but I'm cutting Matisse Thybulle.
Mm.
Yeah, PG might be old.
Cut
He
PG.
might be old and stuffed, but Thibault doesn't really he doesn't really do the on ball thing for me. He's just in passing lanes. He's just chasing guys around. He's just more of an irritant than actual lockdown.
That's
I'm really
that's
torn
crazy.
whether to cut PG or Tybal. PG, he don't really play as good as defense as he played in his prime. I like Tybal's defensive. I like his length and stuff. I don't know. I don't know who I'm cutting, PG or Tybal. I like DeJounte. I like Jalen Brown, but it's between PG and Tybal for me.
I'm cutting Jalen.
Oh, but
Perfect.
like cutting him.
I personally feel like DeJounte is a better defender. Paul George, when he decides to be, is a better defender than him, and I'd rather him defend. I'd rather Thibault defend my best player than Jalen Brown.
Hurt.
And Thybulle always is responsible for guard the best player majority of the time. When he gets sent down on the court, he follows them around.
Side note: this nigga stuff.
I ducked
I
that.
can't see.
He's
Let
not.
me see.
You said what?
He's not stuffed, bro. He just doesn't have that definition that Caruso has, bro.
Defend Marcus Smart.
Oh
Nah,
my
word,
gosh,
bro.
find a perfect picture, buddy. Oh my god.
You're gonna
That
hurt
joke
yourself.
was
So, nah.
But moving on. Small forwards. Kawhi Leonard, Jimmy Butler, Lou Dort, and Mikal Bridges.
I'd like to go first. I am cutting Mikal Bridges. I'm cutting that big mouth bastard. He's getting cut. And I don't think I need to explain why. He's not a better defender than Jimmy. I don't think I need to talk about Kawhi and Lou Dort. Like, seriously. If you're going to say Mikal's a better defender than Lou Dort, I'm just inclined to believe that you haven't watched Lou Dort play defense.
Listen, I understand Lou Dort. I understand Mikal Bridges is arguably the weakest on the list, but he's the best defender. Like he's not a like Lou Dort.
He's the best defender.
No, he's a better defender than Lou Dort. That's what I meant to say. Like, what are we really
How?
talking about? He
How?
is a better defender. Lou Dort might be more physical. I feel like that's what you're looking at when you're looking at defense. Mikal Bridges is the better defender. Slide your feet, hands in the passing lane, blocking shots. Lou Dort doesn't block any shots. He
Put
doesn't
that on
steal the
God.
ball. He doesn't steal the ball.
Put that on God for me.
Did I believe that? Watching both those players on God, I believe that Mikal Bridges is the better defender than Lou
I
Dort.
didn't. I didn't ask you to. I didn't ask that.
The
I
only
asked you to put it on God that Lou Dort doesn't get any steals and blocks. That's what I asked you to confirm.
I'm not gonna put that on God because I haven't looked at the stats, but I can almost guarantee that Mikal Bridges averages more blocks and steals. And I'm willing.
Lou Dort has a higher defensive rating than Mikal Bridges as well.
See, those stats get a little tricky because they don't tell the whole story.
Man, I love me some Eric.
Bruh, Lou Dort is
the
only more physical than Mikal Bridges. All I would give
the
you.
lower the defensive rating is the higher it is. That's where they get you. Just so Mikal Bridges having a lower defensive rating is actually making him more impactful.
Bruh,
Just wanted to put that out there.
why did you feed into him?
Thank you very much, Damo. Appreciate that.
Eric, did you blow yourself off just now?
Yeah, it did. Yeah, it did.
No, because I don't agree. I think Lou Dort should be cut. And and like what we like I mean I get what you saying, Dion. Yeah, I've seen Lou Dort play defense. I got you. But I've seen Mikal Bridges play defense. I've seen him affect passing lanes more than I see Lou Dort affect passing lanes. on the ball, he's still more of a disruption because of his length. And then, like
Perfect.
you said, when we did pull the stats out, he does average more steals. It's still a game, but I mean, like you said, the stats don't show the whole story. He still goes out there and can get you a 2 steal, 3 steal game.
Perfect. Mikal Bridges is 6'6", 209. Let me ask you guys, what position does Lou Dort play?
Shooting.
Ludo plays shooting guard.
He's 6'3". And I've seen him guarding guys like Bron. I've seen him guard PG. I've seen him guard multiple positions and clamp them up. He's 6'3".
Put it on
Sorry,
Mike Plant.
Brody. He was a no name. He had to do that.
Exactly. He
Yeah.
was fighting harder than LeBron. He had more.
What?
He was fighting harder than LeBron, of course. He's giving his all to guard LeBron. I would be doing the same thing. And actually, a lot of people say I'm a Lou Dort type of lookalike guy. A lot of people say I look like Lou Dort. So you put me in his position, I'm going out there doing the same thing. I'm 6'3", 209. I can do that. And I'm
We don't
inclined to
have to
believe
keep
I can go
taking.
out there and I can chase
We
LeBron
don't have
around
to
with
keep
my
taking
dread
it.
swinging just like Lou Dort.
We don't have to keep taking this.
I,
We don't have.
I, just
We
move
don't
on,
have
bro.
to.
I
We
can't
could
keep
free the
taking
whole
this.
podcast right now. We don't have to.
We don't have to.
We don't have to keep taking this.
Perfect.
Just move on, bro. I can't
Next
Oh,
do it anymore.
power forward position: Draymond Green, Jaren Jackson Jr., Giannis, and AD.
I'm
Oh
cutting
my
Draymond.
god. I was about to say I'm cutting Draymond.
Nah, that's ridiculous, bro.
So who you cutting, Jaden?
Come on, give
I'm
it to me.
cutting Jaren Jackson Jr. Like, what are we talking about? He just won Defensive Player of the Year last year. I mean, kudos to him, but you're cutting Draymond, a 4-time champion, and he's literally known for defense. That's all he does is play defense and facilitate.
So you
This is
perfect.
the guy.
No,
This is the
no,
guy
no, 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 no,
Draymond.
no,
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 he's
no,
guarding
no,
1 through 5. Why did you say you're
no,
cutting
no,
Draymond?
no. Stop hurting yourself. Everybody, quiet. I'm gonna tell you why he just said his reasoning. He said you're cutting Draymond. He's a 4-time champion. What does that have to do with the price of cheese in China? He said he's known for defense. Okay, cool. Everybody on that list is
That's
known
cool. If
mostly
you
for their
want me
defense.
to die,
No, no, let me
if,
finish. Let me finish explaining how you hurt yourself. Third, he's gonna say he facilitates.
cool. If you want me to dive deeper into Draymond Green, I'll do that for you.
Why did you just tell me he facilitates?
I was just naming his accolades and what he does, but we can really dive deeper into it. That's what you want to do.
But that doesn't have to do with his defense.
Okay, cool. My fault, but I can dive deeper. It was just so crazy to me. My mind was just racing everywhere when you said you're cutting Draymond.
Your mind,
Okay, so explain
mine was
why
racing.
Draymond shouldn't be cut.
Draymond guards 1 through 5. Jaren Jackson Jr. is a rim protector. Let's just literally sit down. Draymond Green is the rim protector on the Warriors, not Kevon
Oh
Looney.
God!
The championship runs they had, Draymond Green was that rim protector, not Kevon Looney.
Put
Not
that on God.
bro. On God, I believe that. He was rim protecting. Kevon Looney damn sure wasn't.
He gonna say on God that he gonna say on God he was
Bro,
the rim protector.
why are you
Wait,
Mind you,
You're talking about the Warriors' runs? You said Draymond was the rim protector.
Yes, he was.
Wait, so let me get this
He was
straight.
rim
In
protecting.
2016, wait, Jaden, let me ask you. In 2016, when Andrew Bogut the first 2 games, in the first 2 games he had to combine like 6 or 7 blocks. When he gets
Why
out,
are you naming Andrew Bogut?
They
Why
Cavs start dominating in the paint. Was Draymond still there protecting the paint?
why are you naming me Andrew Bogut? That killed your argument right there. Andrew Bogut?
He was protecting the rim better than Draymond. That's my point.
One series. You
I
named
said
one series.
2016.
You
2016, look up the blocks that Draymond had in the first 2 games and look up how many that Andrew Bogut had.
you're naming
Go ahead.
2 games, Scott Word. You're naming
He
two
only played
games.
2 games. He got injured after that. You idiot.
Okay, he got injured. Bro, what are you talking about?
Oh my God. You just
Really?
told me that Draymond is the rim protector. I'm asking you to go look up the blocks between the two in the first 2 games because Andrew Bogut in fact got injured and you're just
Okay.
telling me this, that, and the third.
Okay. I'm sorry. I apologize. Let's not even talk about blocks, even though that's an argument in my opinion. We could talk about steals. I can guarantee you he averaged more steals than all the guys on that list. Jaren Jackson Jr. But I'm sitting here talking about Jaren Jackson Jr. Jaren Jackson Jr. isn't out there stealing the ball. He isn't out there playing perimeter defense, guarding perimeter guys.
But
He
the
isn't
argument
out
can be
there.
made. The argument can be made that Jaren Jackson Jr. is better at his job defensively than Draymond is at his.
Jared Jackson Jr. has one job. Draymond
And
Put
he's
that on
and
God.
he's
to rim protect. What else does he do? Rim protect and
Draymond.
guard
Oh,
the big.
sorry, Brody. Side note: Draymond and Jaren Jackson Jr. both average 1.0 steals. Average the same steals. Nice try though.
No, we're talking about careers. Let's look at their best seasons. Let's look at their best seasons. Jared
Draymond
Jackson
for his
Jr.'s
career.
best season was last year, right? Draymond has multiple seasons averaging 2 steals, and
but
that's
So let me
in
ask you
one point
this.
seven, 1.8, 1.9
Let
counting
me
that.
perfect. Let me ask you this. Since you're saying it's just Jaren Jackson that needs to be cut, what does AD and Giannis do different from Jaren Jackson on defense? If we're being completely
I was hoping you said that. AD is a way more dominant defender than Jared Jackson Jr. So is Giannis. Giannis guards 1 through 5, bro. Let's really be serious.
put that, put it on God.
I don't want you to tell me you already know what you're gonna say. He ducked KD. I don't want to hear that.
Put it on God that they're the way more dominant defenders than Jaren Jackson.
Jared
Just put
Jackson
that
Jr. His last season was his most dominant year. We look at all the years combined;
he
they're more
hasn't even
dominant
hit
than
his
Jared Jackson.
prime, so he's only getting better.
But why are you naming Jared Jackson Jr. That's what 23 years old? You're cutting him over. You're cutting Draymond over Jared Jackson Jr. That's ridiculous.
Yes,
I
I'm
can't argue.
doing that.
Let's see if I'm wrong. Dama, what you got?
I'm about to say, Jaden, you are not by yourself. I'm cutting Jaren Jackson as well.
Thank you.
You're not about to sit here and tell me that Jaren Jackson's defensive IQ is better than Draymond Green. You're not about to sit here and tell me that. You're not about to tell me that.
What?
Draymond
When
God,
we're
Dray,
talking about
what,
defensive
what,
IQ, LeBron probably has the highest defensive IQ in the league, and he's not even a top 10 defender.
we're not talking about LeBron. We're talking about Draymond Green and Jaren Jackson.
We're going to talk about his
So,
defensive IQ.
we're talking about defense. So you're saying Jaren Jackson has a better defensive IQ than
Bruh.
Draymond Green is what you're telling me?
Okay, cool. He has a
No,
higher defensive
okay, he's not
IQ.
right. Okay,
That can't
so
cause
so
him. That can't cause
so
him to jump
that
higher. That's not going to
that's
cause him
okay. Just
to
because
play.
Jaren Jackson blocks more than Draymond Green because of
Oh,
his
he
height,
does, bro.
He
doesn't
averages
mean
the
the
same
other things
amount
to
of
do.
steals as him.
You said Jaren Jackson is not that good of a pick and roll defender.
Put
Y'all
that on
really
God.
Nigga, he
on
getting
God.
crushed in the pick and roll.
On the
Just
pick and
put that.
roll.
His
Put
speed,
that on God.
Let's
his speed, he looking
come
like
on, Dion.
bricks.
We watched the Memphis Grizzlies.
Put
Come
it
on.
on God. That's all I'm
I just
On
asking.
God,
I
I
just
believe that
did.
his
I
speed be
just
looking
did.
like
On
No,
God.
bricks.
I don't want. He
On
gonna say he
God.
believes that he's just
On
digging
God,
over there.
no, I'm
No,
not. I'm not. I swear. Oh, I'm about
No,
to say
I'm
I'm not.
talking about Jaden.
I
no,
was
No,
a
I'm
you
little
put it
not.
on God. He
No,
gonna
I'm
say he
not.
believes that.
I think
I just
Draymond's a
said his
better.
feet looks like bricks in the pick and roll. He cannot move his feet at all. He looks ridiculous.
Yep.
When he gets switched on a guard,
I
oh
think
my gosh. Oh my
I'm
god.
not saying he's awful. I'm saying Draymond does it better. I'm saying perimeter defense. Draymond does it better. I said like help defense. Now only when it comes really to the paint. That's when Jaren Jackson is more impactful. But help defense. I'm taking Draymond. There's no
But
way we sit here, especially. It's not even crazy to you, Dion. It's crazy to my man E because you watch the Warriors and you really sit here tell me Draymond is that less of a defender that he's not better than at least Jaren Jackson. I can get Giannis, I can get AD,
Y'all not.
but you
Y'all
go
not. Y'all not telling me y'all
especially
watched last season.
Giannis.
Y'all not telling me y'all watched last season and y'all still have Draymond above Jaren Jackson. Y'all not telling.
Bro.
so you're basing it off of one season.
Okay, so we watch Brian. Eric, bro.
What
What
what's
Eric, let me ask you something, bro. What does Jaren Jackson do better than Draymond at defense besides block the ball? What does he do better?
Well, they average the same steal, so obviously he's
What
clutching
does
them
he
the
do
same way.
better, Eric? I said what he does better. I didn't say if they average the same. Do
Whatever
better.
they need Jaren Jackson to do, he is better at his defensive role than Draymond is at his. That's what I said earlier.
You haven't told me what they did better, bro. What he does better. You have not told me.
Okay,
Obviously, he rim
perfect.
protects way better than what
I
Draymond does
said
better than
besides
him.
that.
Okay, they average the same amount of steals, so obviously they're better on ball. So if you
Put it
even
up,
if you
put it
say
up.
he's bad in the pick and roll, even if you say he's bad, even if you say he's bad in the pick and roll, he's
Any of y'all
better at
got
what he does.
Draymond Green and Jaren Jackson are the same on ball.
They average the same amount of steals,
So put it
so
on
obviously
God.
they're the same.
Eric, Eric, nah, don't hurt yourself, Eric. Don't do that.
Oh, I wasn't gonna put
I
it
was
on God
gonna
regardless,
nah,
but
just no. All you gotta do is switch it back on them. Besides on-ball defense, what does Draymond do better than Jaren Jackson?
Passing
I
lane.
just said my
What?
points.
next
Gets in the
one,
passing lane.
I'm
next
better.
one,
He's
next
better
one.
He can
perimeter
guard one through
defender.
four. He can guard 1 through 4. Matter of fact, he guard 1 through 5. He was guarding Jokic when they beat them 2 years ago, right? He was guarding him in that series.
So
Hold on.
you're gonna
Let's
sit
not
here and
let's not
tell
use
me
Jokic. Jokic dead
so
grilling. He's
perfect.
dead grilling.
Giannis and AD can guard 1 through 5,
No,
right? Y'all agree?
AD cannot guard 1 through 5. Don't include him in this list.
But Giannis can.
No,
AD's the better defender than Giannis.
put that on God.
That I believe that? I don't gotta believe that. But anyways, that's besides the point. You're gonna tell me Giannis and AD. So you're giving me Giannis can guard 1 through 5, right? You're not?
I haven't even seen Giannis guard a point guard for real.
3 through 5. 3 through 5. He can't guard no 1 through 5. Draymond's the only guy on the list that can do that.
So
And AD. Sorry. I'm giving AD that. I've
AD
seen it.
win. AD
I've seen him do it. I've seen him do
I've seen
it.
all of them do it. That's the point I'm making. I've
went.
literally seen
Name a
all of them
point
do
guard
that.
that Giannis has guarded.
Kyrie Irving? What are you talking about? There's been multiple possessions where he had to guard Kyrie Irving in that series.
You
There's
got
been multiple positions where he's had to guard CP3. Like, what are you talking about?
Bruh, you got it,
Stop
bro.
hurting yourself. Like,
I'm not hurting myself, bro. You just
you
told me
are.
that you're cutting Jaren Jackson Jr. over.
Yes.
I hurted myself.
Yes,
You
I
are
am.
harming yourself, bro. I'm not.
No, I'm not. What? Y'all want to say, oh, Draymond's such this great defender because he's out there kicking people in the nuts, knocking people upside the head.
You're
Take
gonna bring the nuts up
Take
into
that
it,
away,
bro.
bro.
Look, if we really sit there and look at Draymond for a game, just flat out off defense, okay, perfect. He gets a few pivotal steals, but if you put him on ball, what is he doing? I've seen numerous occasions where Draymond's been out on the paint, been outside of the paint on the perimeter on an island, and people have made him look foolish. He's not that good
That's
of an
what
on-ball
happens when you
defender.
play defense, though. That's what
I'm about
happens
Sorry,
to
when you
Brody.
play defense.
Sorry, Brody. The best of the best, like y'all are saying,
Okay,
that won't
cool.
be happening to him that often.
Okay, Giannis has looked nuts. Pat Bev has definitely looked crazy his career. So has Drew Holiday. Like, what are you talking about? Why are you naming up him getting baked up? That's what happens when you play defense. You're playing against the best players in the
So
world.
you're gonna tell me the guys that you just named get baked up as frequently as Draymond?
Pat Bev, yes, he does.
Put that on God.
Damo, should I put that joint on God?
Stop
No.
asking for help.
No,
I'm
don't
not asking for help. I just want a
Run.
second
Don't
opinion.
put that on God.
He gonna run for it.
Don't put that on God. Don't. I've seen Patrick Beverly a good amount of times. Now, sometimes he do be looking foolish out there. He just antagonized, but he do play solid defense.
Draymond almost got his calf split in half by Christian Wood. What are we sitting here talking
Oh,
about?
bruh, he plays defense, though. Like, if you're playing defense hard, you're going to get baked up a couple of times, bro. I'm not holding that against him. At least he's out there playing defense, and he's got 4 rings for the
Yeah.
defense he's playing.
We're gonna have to agree to disagree. I'm cutting Draymond, bro. I'm sorry.
I'm not. But
I'm cutting.
lastly, Joel Embiid, Rudy Gobert, Jared Allen.
Yeah, we had this.
Y'all heard?
We have one more time.
Joel Embiid, Rudy Gobert, Walker Kessler, and Jared Allen. Who are we cutting? Walker Kessler's out of there. I'm sorry. I don't care what Jared Allen did in the playoffs.
I'm getting Jared Allen out of there. He's the disgrace.
Why?
Sorry.
Because of one playoff series?
Nah, I've never been that big on Jared Allen. I don't even think he's the best defensive big on his team. I think that's Evan Mobley.
Put that on God, bro.
Gotta believe that. Evan Mobley was just top 3 in the Defensive Player of the Year voting. Like, what are we talking about? Has Jared Allen even been top 5 in that?
Shoulda, coulda, woulda is not anything to me. I'm looking at the eye test.
It's not a shoulda, coulda, woulda. It's a fact.
Damo, who you got? I don't want to talk to you.
Nah. I want to say nah. I got Walker Kessler, bro. I'm coming Walker.
Perfect.
I think Jerry, yeah, he had a bad year, but he's known. I feel like he'll be a way better rim protector this year. I don't see him stinging it up.
A way better rim protector this year than Walker Kessler
Walker
going into the next year?
Hey, look, I understand, right? Walker Kessler had more blocks than him. He did. But I feel like Jared Allen's presence is going to be more dynamic this year. I think he's going to be the better defender.
So far.
It's not self harm. You can go either way with that. I'm not gonna cap.
You go
You
bail
can
him
go
out.
either way with that. I just disagree. I take Jared Allen over Walker Kessler.
Barry, gonna leave you alone.
Walker Kessler. I'm gonna just look up something really quickly. Walker Kessler in his rookie year has averaged more blocks than Jared Allen ever has in his whole career.
Whole
And this
career.
is no, I won't do it, bro. Y'all continue. That's self
Right.
harm. Walker Kessler averaged 2.3 blocks as a rookie, and the highest season Jared Allen has 1.5.
Okay, but like I said before, stats tell a different story. We're seeing the shots Jared Allen affects on a nightly basis. Like, what are you talking about?
Put that on God. You see
Kessler,
the shots he affects on a nightly
wait,
basis.
Jared Allen's been jumping up, affecting shots since he was in Brooklyn.
Walker Kessler.
Is what his
Why did you just tell me that? That's
Walker.
his job as a center.
You're talking about Walker Kessler, who is so new into the league, and you're like
What
Jared
defensive
Allen
center? You just told me he jumps and affects so much shots as a center since
because you
he's in
named
Brooklyn.
blocks like block.
What?
Yeah, I understand.
What defensive center in the league doesn't do that?
A lot of them,
Tell me one. Tell me one defensive-minded center that doesn't do that.
bruh. Do it to the level of Jared Allen. I can name you a
No, no. He gonna say a lot of them, and now he can't. He gonna try to wiggle his way out.
bruh.
Stop running from me. Stop
Walker
running from me.
Kessler is not a better defender than Jared Allen.
You know what? Perfect. So both of y'all, right now, currently, going into next year, have Jared Allen being a better defender than Walker Kessler.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Perfect. We'll see. We'll see. Y'all gonna hurt yourself.
We'll see, man.
Mind you, we'll see, bro. I'm wrapping this podcast up. Thank you for Eric.
My
Yeah,
gosh. We
he
lost
said
Scott Ware.
his phone got too hot, so it didn't. Yeah.
Yeah, I bet. Not buying that.
Thank you for tuning into another podcast. It's been fun. Any last remarks? Anything I gotta say?
Nah.
Team USA, bring it home, baby.
Oh my god, Ant-Man.
Nah, get me out of here.
We
Get
out.
me out of here. Get me out of here, bro.